Hello friends, hope you all are doing well. In this video, we are going to learn most important topic of English language, which is also called as soul of a sentence. We cannot complete a sentence without that word, or we can say that we cannot make meaningful sentence without that word, and that word is called as verb. Basically, verb is an action word and it is impossible to make a sentence without verb. Now, there are two types of verb which we regularly use in our communication. First one is main verb and second one is helping verb. Now, basically, if we have to understand main verb and helping verb, we should take one example. Ritesh was teaching in the class. Now, in this sentence, we have two verbs. First one is was and second is teaching. Now, let us understand was. What exactly this word is showing in the sentence? So, let us do one thing. Let us try to replace was with is. What is changing? If we write down will be there, what is changing? Am is are, was were, will be. Basically, these words are showing time of action, and time of action is called as tenses. So, a verb which shows time of action or tense is called as helping verb, or in some books it is also called as tense indicators, as it indicates tense. I have told you, time of action and tense are the same things. There are many helping verbs which we will study later in the video. Then teaching is showing an action performed by subject, and our subject is Ritesh. So, a verb which shows action performed by doer is called as main verb. Go, come, eat, drink, dance, walk, play. There are many examples of main verb, and main verbs are very important. Now, let us discuss more about main verb. Main verb has four forms and two types. First of all, let us focus on forms of main verb. There are four forms of main verb. First one is present, which is also called as V1. Second one is past, which is also called as V2. Third is past participle, which is V3, and fourth one is present participle, VING. For example, let us take example of eat. Eat is present form, ate is past form, eaten is past participle form, eating is present participle form. Now, many verbs can be taken. For example, draw, drew, drawn, drawing. Put, putting. Dance, danced, dance, dancing. Watch, watched, watched, watching. Withdraw, withdrew, withdrawn. So, these are forms of verb. Now, what I will do is, I will share list of all verbs with their all forms in this video, so that you can refer those verbs. Next is types of main verb. There are two types of main verb, regular verb and irregular verb. Regular verb is a verb whose second and third form end with ed. For example, play, played, played. Cook, cooked, cooked. Here second and third form is ending with ed, so they are called as regular verb. And some verbs are there whose second and third form do not end with ed. They can be same, different, but they don't end with ed. Those verbs are called as irregular verbs. For example, cut, 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 cutting. Draw, drew, drawn, drawing. Drink, drank, drunk. So, regular verbs are there and irregular verbs are there. Then, if we talk about helping verb, helping verb has 4 types: to be forms, to have forms, to do forms, and modal verbs. Now first one is to be form. In present we have am is are, in past tense was were, and in future will be. Now am is are, was were, will be can be used for 2 purposes. First one, to show existence. Whenever we have to show existence of a person or an object, we can use these to be forms. For example, Shivaji sir is our trainer, or Ritesh is my friend. In these sentences, we are showing existence. Or we can say example like Ananthi is my daughter. Here also we are showing existence of that particular person. In some books, existence is written as state of being. So both words are same. For example, I was a student. I am showing existence from the past. I am a trainer now. This is my existence in the present. I will be a data scientist. It is my existence from the future. So first use to show existence. Second use, we can also use to be forms for continuous actions. And when we use to be forms for continuous action, with that we should use present participle or VING form of verb. For example, I am preparing videos now. I was watching TV at the same time yesterday. Or I will be going to Pune tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Here I am talking about actions which were happening in past, which is happening now, and which will be happening in future. So first use existence and second use for continuous actions. Now next one is to have forms. In present we have has, past had, future will have. First use of to be forms can be used to show possession, or simply we can say ownership. I had a bicycle, it is possession from the past. I have a bike now, it is possession from the present. And I will have a car, it is about future. So possession simply means ownership. I have 2 mobiles, it is also possession. Or Shubham has a big car. Then second use of to have form is to show completed action. It can be from present, past or future. For example, I have completed my graduation. I had reached Pune before you called me yesterday. And the future, for example, India will have become superpower before 2030. It is all about completed action. Then to do forms are used in simple tenses. And in present we have do does, past, did, future, will. In present tense we can say that, do you have tea every day? Did you eat biryani yesterday? Will you watch movie tomorrow? So here we are using do, does, did and will in simple tenses. And the last one is modal verb. Now basically modal verbs are used to tell about mood and attitude of speaker. And friends, I have made separate videos about modal verbs. You can go through playlist, you can find those videos. So verb is very important, and please refer to the PDF